Someone a hell of a lot smarter than me once said, "A dream is just a dream. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline." I would agree with this statement. If you have a goal and you want to pursue that goal with steadfast tenacity, absolute focus and careful planning will greatly increase your chances of reaching that goal. Two major problems with that though if your top level goal is happiness. For one, focus leads to tunnel vision, and tunnel vision means you can't see things outside the tunnel that might make you even happier than your goal. John C. Parkin sums it up nicely in the following. The problem with a plan is that you fill up the blank pages of a new day with a to-do list before you get there, and if you're not careful, there's no room for anything else. A plan, especially a very focused one, narrows down the possibilities of the future to just a couple of things. That things either go to plan or they don't. We elevate those who have pursued a single goal since birth, while those who zigzagged have probably had a more varied and fulfilling life experience. Secondly, there's what positive psychology teacher and writer Tal Ben-Shahar calls the arrival fallacy. The false belief that reaching a valued destination can sustain happiness. Have you ever worked really hard to reach a goal, finally reached it, and then thought, okay, now what? Raise your hand. The moment you reach a goal is just that, a moment. The bulk of your life takes place in the interim, and if you don't find happiness in that process stage before the climax of goal reaching, you are not living a happy life, my friend. Happiness doesn't come from reaching goals. It comes from a consistent perception of progress, or what happiness writer Gretchen Rubin calls an atmosphere of growth. If you think reaching a goal is going to make you happy, you're just riding what positive psychologists call the hedonic treadmill, and you'll find yourself right back at your happiness set point wondering what the hell happened. By blabbing on about how we're beautiful despite media's limiting and unrealistic standards, we are still in the end talking about being beautiful. But consider for a moment that focusing on validating your appearance only creates an unhealthy neglect of the countless other qualities you possess as a complete human being. What do you smell like? Are you kind? Are you loyal? Are you punctual? How's your sense of direction? Are you fun at parties? Are you handy when the air conditioner breaks? We focus on slamming thinspiration, thigh gaps, and Photoshop when we're missing the one thing that would truly make everybody feel better. That there is so much more to life than snapping a sexy selfie.
You look great.
You look great.
You're the best selfie girl ever.
Okay.
And it is totally acceptable and to many even more sexy when we pool our energy into other things instead. So keeping that in mind, let's jump to today's vocab word, cultivation theory. Cultivation theory states that high-frequency viewers of television are more susceptible to media messages and the belief that they are real and valid. This idea opens a can of worms because not only does it suggest that creatives shouldn't freely unleash their ideas on the world without considering their social responsibility, but also that we as people are just automatons absorbing media messages without the presence of mind to differentiate between reality television and reality.
Don't miss the season premiere of The Kardashians.
As unpleasant a concept as cultivation theory is, there is an alarming amount of evidence supporting it. A variety of studies have shown even brief exposure to media images of females increases levels of body dissatisfaction and weight anxiety. Like the tale of how Melrose Place destroyed Fiji. Dr. Ann Becker headed to Fiji just 1 month after satellites began beaming American mind poison into the homes of the region. Her goal was to investigate the effects of media images on adolescent girls in traditional societies that hadn't yet been ravaged by industrialized mind popcorn. You see, in Fiji, gaining weight has always been considered a good thing. Eating disorders were virtually unheard of. When the study began in 1995, 3% of secondary school girls, average age 17, had induced vomiting to control their weight. By 1998, that number shot up to 15%. That is what 3 years of 90210 did to those innocent girls of Fiji. But more to the point, as revealed in interviews with the students, they wanted to look like the girls on the TV, more so than they wanted to look like their mothers and aunts. Cultivation theory. So what are we supposed to do? Make like John Mayer and sit around waiting on the world to change? Probably not, because vanity and sanity didn't start with the advent of the television. Skipping lunch to look like Heather Locklear is just a part of the long-standing tradition of women doing alarming things to be pretty. You ever wonder how the toxic plant extract belladonna got its name? It's Italian for beautiful lady, because in Italy during the Renaissance, large pupils were a beauty trend. So Italian women put poison in their eyes to get that effect. And you've probably already heard of Chinese lotus feet. As a symbol of beauty and status, Chinese women bound their feet to keep them dainty and small, resulting in permanent disability.
That's hot.
As long as there are beauty ideals in this world, some people will stop at nothing to achieve them, while others will be there to exploit them. Television and media could definitely stand to promote healthier and more varied beauty ideals, but they will always exploit beauty ideals in some form or capacity because they are visual by nature. Asking TV to stop caring about looks is like asking restaurants to stop caring about making food tasty. What we can do is differentiate between how much media values beauty from how much we value beauty. Boa, the best pop artist in the world, posted it on Instagram, and I thought, what's the big deal? It's a white and gold dress. I didn't realize the dress controversy had already rolled its tidal wave through my house, and my roommates were chomping at the bit to inform me that the dress is indeed blue and black. My first reaction was a skeptical scoff. There is no way I can pull that image into Photoshop, hit it with an eyedropper tool, and prove that it's gold and white. This is dumb, it's an internet prank, and anyone who thinks otherwise is getting played. I slept on this opinion, woke up with it, went to work, sat down at my computer, pulled up my newsfeed, and something dizzying happened. I saw the dress again, and it was blue. No matter how hard I tried, squinting, focusing, looking at different parts, there was no denying that the white dress was gone, and something evil, sinister, and clearly blue had taken its place. At first I thought it was just a different version of the picture, so I pulled up Boa's Instagram, and bam, there it was, the exact same photo, only this time I'm seeing blue, not white. But the point isn't that I saw something different, it was that I was at that moment experiencing something that just hours earlier I had denied was even possible. What's interesting about the dress drama isn't the photo or the optical illusion, but how passionate people were about it. People who see blue and black are bewildered that you don't see it, and if you see white and gold, you are mystified that anyone else could see anything different. This isn't an argument about a dress, this is tapping into an age-old anger sparker. How can something that is so obvious to me not be obvious to you? Whenever we argue about things that are probably more important than a stupid dress, we are tapping into that same instinct. How can gun right advocates not see all these school shootings? How can people who are pro-choice not see that abortion ends lives? How can you look at the exact same simple, straightforward picture and see something completely different than what I see? As pretentious as that ACLU tweet was, they brought up a pretty good point. The way the human mind perceives and interprets objective realities can vary wildly from individual to individual. Throw some hallucinogens into the mix and they can vary to wondrous extremes. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't trust your own brain. I'm saying you will be a much happier and much less angry individual if you humble yourself to the reality that your brain isn't perfect. The truth is out there somewhere, but it's totally possible that you're not seeing it accurately. And if you don't open yourself to questioning your own fallible, squishy, human, various colored dress-seeing brain, you won't open yourself to learning, growing. You won't keep moving forward. It might be a stupid internet fad, but I never want to forget the way I felt looking at that white and gold dress, because it will remind me that even if something seems completely obvious to me, I could be completely wrong and see it totally differently the very next day.